Man MS462 continuation reassembly. I got the flywheel seal in. Nice thing about my tool, it fits on the seal, but it will not go down in the cavity. It'll push the seal nice and flush, but it won't push it too deep on you, and then you got to worry about it pinching the bearing or it being destroyed or too deep. That's always a concern. Now this one's a tricky side. This is the clutch side. This one a little more trickier. I'll lubricate that up. You got to be careful sliding it down because you will roll that and pull that spring out of there. You will roll it and you will do it. So you got to lubricate it really good before you go down in there. All right. So again, I take my Permatex Ultra Slick. There we go. I'm using the camera to watch. Don't worry about putting too much. Put it down in there. Let it fall down in there. Let that get that bearing in there. Rotate it by hand. You can see it lubricating the bearings. It'll stick to it. Put a little more on this one. This is a bigger bearing. I got the other one. I rotated it. Again, like I said, you won't hurt it by putting a little bit too much. You can get a little bit on the shaft too. I got my glove on because, you know, of course, everything is hazmat, and you worry about your contamination. Ain't gonna hurt it. Get a little bit how that all stick is. That Permatex super stuff. Get it on the seal. Carefully, you got to carefully push it over. Rock it back and forth just a little bit. Slide it down into where you want it. You got to be careful because it will go not even. Now, I'm going to use my other tool. Here it is. Use my other tool, I think, because I know this is going to go even with the bearing. I know that for a fact. I know this tool, if I use it, as you can see, will push it probably down too deep on me. I've experienced that and had a ruin seal. So I'll try this. I'll use my nylon hammer, right? And then I'll carefully, and you gotta walk it in, and you gotta move around your strike force and get the seat nice and even. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back. So everything's lubricated, seal's in place. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tap it in place. Henry, the Weed Eater Man, out.